Well, it's been a while since I've done a video where I sit and yap for 3 minutes about guitars, so today we're going to be doing some maintenance on my 8-string that I use for the Oceano Farewell Tour. It's been a couple weeks now since my last show, and I have not touched this guitar since then, so I figured it's about time we pull it out of my Anki case and finally show it some love. I did had some more mods I had planned on doing it to before the tour had started, so I'm also going to do those as well. Now I want to start by taking off these strings, of course, and this guitar has been really gross. It's just been sitting in a case just covered in sweat. Now right here, what you're seeing me do is just fix the bridge pickup. Before the tour had started, I had installed this Mark Holcomb signature pickup in the bridge. I never bothered using the neck because I didn't really play any lead stuff with this guitar, so but if you're at the Houston show, you might have noticed that we were having some technical difficulties, and this pickup actually fell out of the guitar while I was playing, so I just wanted to tighten these screws down. This guitar is not going to be played live ever again, but I figured I should just do it. Next thing I'm doing is cleaning up the fretboard. These frets are disgusting. I have not cleaned it since we did some shows in the Southwest and in Texas, and with the heat, it was just disgusting, and I really neglected this guitar, so I figured it's about time I give these a really good polish. Also, I got to shout out my boy Adam Lind from Backbiter. He hooked me up with this bottle of lemon oil while we were on tour together, and I've been using it on all of my setups for like the last few months since then, so huge shout out to him. Now on to the next part of this guitar mod. Next thing we're going to do is install these Hipshot tuners finally. I bought them, and I just never got around to installing them. These are super easy to install. All you got to do is pre-drill some holes, line it up, and that's basically it. Yeah, just gotta drill some holes and screw them in. No, not really. You want to use a straight edge, but this headstock's a little weirdly angled, so I couldn't really find a good angle to lay them in, so I just kind of went with the flow. But we look at that. They look pretty good. Now this is my last pack of strings that I had bought for the tour. I actually purchased a set of Ernie Ball bass guitar strings and stole the 100 gauge, and then I just used their orange pack of 7 strings for the remaining amount. It is a little bit of an expensive way to get a custom set of strings, but it works. Now to fit this big ass string, I'm gonna have to modify this tuning hole, so it's really easy. Just take a drill. This gesture I'm making is a little odd, but you kind of get the idea. So anyway, we got the string on there, and boom, looks good. And to wrap things up, we're just going to throw the last 7 strings onto this 8-string guitar. Even though this video is sped up, it feels way faster setting this guitar up with these new locking tuners. We got some new tuners on, we got some new strings on. I also don't feel as guilty as neglecting this inanimate object as I did previously. I also probably should have filled in those holes, but I think it kind of leans into the whole clapped out Honda Civic look this 8-string had. Now, big thank you to Josh from Tactical Vault also for making me this volume knob. This is probably the coolest part on this guitar. Now, when I had first bought this guitar, I had no idea that it was going to end up holding so much value for me. I got to play some of my favorite shows and as well as meet some of the best people in the world. Even though this is a budget guitar, for me, this thing represents the value of the whole experience I've had for the last couple months. Now, with all that said, I have open availability for 2026 for touring, so if you need a fill-in guitar player, feel free to hit me up.